On Sunday, I was scrolling through my Facebook, taking a leisurely scroll. Me too, me too, me too. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Me too, me too, me too. What is this? And so I look a little closer, and it says something along the lines of, you know, harassment and assault sexually against women. It's not really, you know, spoken about. And if we post Me Too to our wall, our feed, then we'll bring some awareness. We will give people a idea of the magnitude of the problem. So I'm scrolling and I'm like, oh my gosh. Heartbreak after heartbreak. My Me Too is consumed with inappropriate remarks, nasty text messages, catcalls, propositions, threats, all kind of stuff. And mostly at work, which is sort of weird because for 10 or more years now, I've been in HR. Everyone knows that I know what you should not be doing, and they're willing to do it anyway. So there's that. There's my own Me Too. Then there's the Me Toos that I know about because of my involvement in HR and helping other people with their claims. And so here I am. I have a weekly show about being happier at work, and I'm thinking, well, people aren't happy at work because of this very problem. So I look it up. So as it turns out, 1 in 3 women, this is a survey done by Cosmo magazine a couple of years ago, 1 in 3 women are harassed at work. And then I did some research on sexual violence, sexual assault at work, and of the accounts for sexual assault, and it's in the thousands every year. 80% of those, women are the victim. So the other thing that I learned is only about 29%, so on a good day, 30% are even saying something. So no wonder we're surprised by the Me Too's, the Me Too, Me Too, Me Too, Me Too. No wonder someone felt the need to do that or say that or call us to that action. And yeah, I don't know who came up with that, but thank you. Thank you. The people that are engaging in this sort of behavior, chances are that they are not going to be interested in this sort of video or even this sort of channel. I mean, just chances are. I could be wrong. So instead of, you know, calling to action, oh, please stop, please consider your behavior, blah, blah, what I'm gonna do is talk to you about what you can do. You, as someone who subscribes and watches this channel, you're interested in creating a workplace where people are happy, which means people feel like they're safe. People trust one another. People feel respected and loved and cared for. And in a place like that, harassment and sexual assault, it doesn't stand a chance. I'm gonna give you some real practical how-tos. You need to know, please, this is not like step by step, take these 3 things and do that. There's so much more, and it's complex. It's so complex. But here are just some real practical takeaways that I want to share with you so that you can do your part to minimize the number of Me Too's in the future. These are our daughters, our granddaughters, our nieces, our cousins, our sisters. You can do your part to minimize the count. First thing, pay attention. Pay attention. And you might have thought I would say listen. And yes, listen. That's great. That's great. But listening means that someone is saying something. And only 30% of women are actually reporting this. So we have to listen with something other than our ears. We have to observe with our eyeballs, people. People tell us things all the time with their body language, with their eye contact, through their bodies. They tell us, I'm uncomfortable. I feel oogie. They go like this, and they send messages and signals with their bodies. Pay attention to what they are saying to you. Another thing that you can do is you can acknowledge the messages. You can just check in. You know what? You very well could have it wrong. You could have their body language wrong, but what if you're not wrong? What if you check in and you say, oh, like, what is that that's happening? Are you okay? And they say, oh my gosh, I'm just really uncomfortable. Isn't that better than you ignoring it and sort of wondering like, oh, what does that mean? And them never saying anything? Be just curious, respectfully curious, and inquire. You could be wrong, but what if you're not? What if you're not? If you are in the presence of this inappropriate behavior, I encourage you to speak up. My gosh, you are powerful. You have influence. People listen to you. Say something. How other people treat other people is your business. It is. So say something. You don't have to use aggression. You don't have to be confrontational. But you have to say something. You have to. How can you not? We need to care for one another. This is your way of giving. This is your way of supporting. This is your way to stop enabling this behavior. Say something. And if you don't have the nerve or the guts or the bravery or the courage or whatever the heck it is that you need to say it to the person, then go say it to someone that matters. Go say it, go speak up, go make a report to someone who can do something about it. I talk about this a lot. We are at work for a third of our lives. Yes, you deserve to be happy. So do the people that you work with. And again, it's not just even about here and now, it's about the future. So say something, speak up, bring some awareness to this, talk about it as a team, take some action, educate, train. If you are in HR, please make sure that you are having an engaging conversation about what is okay and what is not okay. The videos and the click through, trainings, that's not enough. It's not enough. It's time to connect one-on-one. Make sure that people feel like they can say something to you. 1 in 3. Leaders, board members, investors, you need to demand more information about how happy, how satisfied, how much heart is in your organizations, what's really going on. You need to hold your leaders, the ones who are in power and the ones who frankly are causing a lot of the trouble, that they behave in a respectable manner. If you are a leader, an investor, a board member, you have even more responsibility to address this issue. Your policy writing isn't enough. You must act. You must connect with your people. You must understand that you have a lens that is biased. Address it, acknowledge it. Hire a third party to help you unearth the issues that are happening within your organizations. 1 in 3, the chances are very high that it's happening in your company. So act. Have the courage to act. Of course, there are other things that any of us can do. And if you have an idea on how the regular everyday Joe or everyday Jen can address harassment and sexual assault in the workplace, then please, by all means, make a comment. Tell us about how you have acted or what you would recommend or do. Having more options available is absolutely welcomed. For now, I hope that you can hear the heart behind this, that Me Too is a major problem, especially at work, and that you have power. You can do something about it so that Me Too isn't something that future generations are having to say. I hope that you will take this information and do something with it, because that's how we create happier workplaces, is we act. If you want more information, then I invite you to click around. There are lots of happier videos on here, I promise. I can guarantee it. You can also head on over to heatherpatterson.com to learn more and get in touch with me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.